व्हाट्सअप हाय हाय बेंटन गेमिंग वाईटी वेलकम वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम ब्रो। क्या चल रहा है? इसको तोड़ना है क्या? ठीक है। नाइस फिर से करते रे। टाइम पास कर रहा था मैं तो।
Let's dance. Bet you can't keep up with me.
मेरा एम नहीं लग रहा।
My apologies. Kami-santo art. Sometsu. Let the show begin.
यूट्यूब पे कब से हो? पता नहीं, टाइम पास करता रहता हूँ बीच बीच में। मेरे को मारना पड़ेगा क्या इन लोगों को? अरे इसको मारना पड़ेगा। बाद में करते हैं इसे, हो जाएगा रे, इजी है।
I'll protect us.
एला मस्क नाम देख रहे हो?
begin. Whirling snow.
OP.
My apologies. Yeah. Whirling snow. Take flight.
कहाँ गई ब्रो शील्ड? हाँ
Whirling snow. I'll protect us. Embrace the ice. Take flight. Whirling snow. Hey! I'll race you there! My apologies! Let the show begin. Yeah, Sakura swirl. My apologies. Take flight. My apologies. flight! Unthinkable! Yeah! Ninjutsu! Whirling snow! My apologies! Kamisato art! Sumetsu! Take flight!
ब्रो पोकेमॉन खेलो। पोकेमॉन जे 2.0 पोकेमॉन तो नहीं खेल सकता। पोकेमॉन खेलने में बीटी हो रही है, फोन लैग हो जाता है, फिर मेरे हाथ में फट जाएगा फोन गर्म होके। तो सॉरी, अभी के लिए नहीं खेल सकता, बाद में देखेंगे कभी अगर अच्छा हुआ। और ऐसे ही पोकेमॉन के एपिसोड तो अपलोड कर दिया था मैंने, वो जाके देख लो आप लोग अगर आपने नहीं देखा हो तो आज का।
Yes, this seems suitably sophisticated. Not so hard. Let it rain. My apologies. That's cheating. Not so hard. Hey. Yeah. Whirling snow. Take flight. Much remains unfinished. You'll pay for that. Get him. Let the show begin. Whirling snow. My apologies. Let's dance. Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra Abyssos.
डेली कमीशन में आटलो मार पड़े वो कल वो बढ़ गया ना लेवल सभी का मेरे कैरेक्टर्स के लेवल नहीं बढ़े ना बीटी तो वहाँ पे कोई बात नहीं चलता रहता है अभी यहाँ पे कितना मार पड़ेगा वो देख रहा हूँ मैं तो
Okay then, use your elemental sight to look for the eye. Ooh, so what did you see? Huh? Nothing? Oh, but Paimon was so excited. What's going on? Are you sure you did it right?
This requires another method.
Another
Using
method.
elemental sight on a field tiller is of no use because it is not powered by the elements. Let me give it a try.
तेरे पास क्या है ऐसा? Oh my god, कुछ तो निकल रहा है. अरे?
And done.
इसने तो क्या निकाला भाई ऐसा?
Wow! It's
the very thing the Abyss Herald has been seeking all along. The eye of the first field tiller. All of the ruin guards today are just replicas of this machine. As the prototype, its combat capability was unrestricted.
Prototype? Oh, Paimon doesn't know that word. Is it another?
As the Abyss Order has surmised, if this eye is placed in the hands of the defiled statue, and if the limbs of Osiel, Overlord of the Vortex, are attached to the statue, there you have a mechanized god. And this newly born god will have the power to topple the divine thrones of Celestia. Yes.
Then, what should we do with this eye?
खा जाओ और क्या?
No. I'll guard it myself.
Huh? You? Dane? You won't go and do anything crazy with it, will you?
You may doubt me if you wish, but I must ensure it does not fall into the wrong hands. No matter where we
उल्लू बना रहा है ये
may
बंदा में.
they will find it. And as for the Church of Favonius, well, you know I don't trust them.
Oh, right.
And I don't trust
But
you,
our
bruh.
work isn't done yet. To avoid any further repercussions, we must also take care of that defiled statue. We can't have the church get involved. Let's handle it ourselves. As for what I mean by take care of it, naturally I mean to completely destroy it.
Destroy it? That's a statue of the Seven! As well as being a really important cultural relic, they're actually divine too! Well, good thing we didn't tell Barbara earlier. Otherwise she'd be going completely bonkers right now!
Do the Seven really expect me to help them look after what belongs to them? Let's go back to those ruins and destroy the inverted statue. If we are lucky, we will also run into that Abyss Herald. I'll make sure it doesn't get away this time.
अबे ऐसे इसके जैसे ही कपड़े लगते हैं मेरे को, यही है मुझको लगता है। उल्लू बना रहा है मैं बंदा। यहाँ पे क्या रे? यहाँ पे डोंट टेल मी, मेरे को फिर से करना पड़ेगा वो सब।
So after all that running around, we end up right back here again.
ए इस बार इस तरफ का खुला है।
We escaped this place last time, and now we're strolling right back in. Gee, surely we must be some of the bravest adventurers in all of Teyvat. That or the stupidest. To get to that creepy statue, we just need to follow the path we used to escape last time. That should take us right to it. Yep, that'll work. Let's go. And remember to be on your guard.
Looks like we're here. An eerie, lifeless, dark chamber.
Oh, such a scary place.
Be careful to not be overwhelmed by the power of the defiled statue. The Abyss Herald. It's here.
You
नहीं है भाई।
sense correctly. You are just as vexatious as ever, Dainsliff, enemy of the Abyss. I sense your soul is stained by terrible bloodshed, perhaps from your darkest nightmares, unless... Oh, and something far more dangerous. You reek of a corruption familiar to me. Then we are the same. We're both dangerous. But dangers from outside of the Abyss Order must be caught and caged.
It is your words that forever reek of corruption. Time to silence you!
Bow before the abyss.
Yeah. Take flight. Let the show begin. My apologies. Yeah. 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 Take flight.
Annihilate.
अबे 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 बंदे बुला दे इसने तो
I'll protect us. Yeah, unthinkable.
अरे बाप रे
Go, Barbara, go! I have dishonored. Take flight. Let the show begin.
अबे शील्ड बना ली ये देखा मस्त 4K में क्या ही कर सकते हैं अरे लेवल कुछ ज्यादा ही बढ़ गया यार कल की साइन नहीं करनी थी मेरे को डैमेज है ही नहीं मेरा इतना
So rude.
स्टैमिना भी नहीं है डैमेज भी नहीं है कुछ भी नहीं है मेरे पास
Ready, steady, go! Let's dance. Yeah! Take flight. Go, Barbara, go! My apologies. Sakura swirl. Take flight.
All life will perish.
अबे साले
Whirling snow. So rude. Much remains.
પારબ્રાનું ઈ મારીને મસ્ત ચોંટી જવાનું શિલ્ડ પર જલ્દી તૂટે ઠીક ઠીક
Can't catch me. Yeah. Bet you can't keep up with me.
will perish. Decimate.
Make my escape. My fault.
अबे यार
Daisy. Oh, oh.
Worthy opponent. Take flight. Whirling snow. My apologies. Unthinkable.
अभी आजा साड़े अपने चमचों को बुला के मारता है पगला
Let the show begin.
Take flight. No one escapes my sights. Go. Yeah.
Decimate.
Go, Barbara, go!
Will perish.
Whirling snow. Kamisato art. Sumetsu.
अबे शील्ड ले आया
Come on, we can do it.
The end will come.
I'll protect us.
Yeah. So rude.
All life will perish. The end is nigh.
Take flight.
એની બાજુમાં જઈને આયાકાનું ડેશ માર્યા કર ખાલી
The world will fall. Urging tide.
Whirling snow.
The end is nigh.
और भाई 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 कट सीन भाग गया पकड़ लिया रे अरे ब्रो 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 आ गया ये तो ब्रो
Hey! Could that be?
एथर
Wait! He just blocked an attack against the Abyss Herald. Your brother? And the Abyss?
Lumine, why are you with Dane?
Uh-huh. Your brother?
ये अब आ गया फाइनली वही तो
Ether, we meet again.
What's going on here? Dane knows him too?
You shouldn't team up with this man. He is my enemy.
Ether.
क्यों भाई?
But it must be said. Don't try to stop me. Don't try to stop the Abyss.
क्यों भाई?
That man Dainsliff was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. 500 years ago, he failed to prevent the destruction of Conria. A curse of immortality was laid upon him, to forever wander the wilderness, while he watched the people he was supposed to protect turn into the monsters of the Abyss.
You're saying Dane is from Conria? The same Conria that was destroyed 500 years ago? And you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon that the Abyss Order is not only related to Conria, but is actually the people of Conria themselves? And the whole thing about Dane being your enemy... Oh, Paimon's so confused.
Home,
होम ही तो नहीं रहा.
of course. Home is wherever we are together. But I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. At least, not yet. Until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end. Listen to me, Lumine. I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end of your journey as I did, you will see for yourself the true nature of this world.
क्या बोल के गया भाई ये? ये देखो स्पेस स्टोन यार. स्पेस स्टोन लेके घूम रहा है ये बंदा.
Though we need not rush, sister. I have more than enough time to wait for you. We have always had enough time.
अरे वो चला गया. मक्वीन, हाय ब्रो, वेलकम टू स्ट्रीम. क्या हाल है
Left.
भाई? वो चला गया, डेन चला गया.
Too sad. We'll find them again. Look on the bright side. At least we got some really useful information. Really? You sure? At least now, as well as the Seven, Dane is also a key part of finding your sibling too, right?
Once we get to Inazuma, we should keep that in mind as we look for the more clues. Inazuma, let's go. I am coming, Inazuma.
By the way, what they said just now is all pretty confusing. Did you understand it at all? Oh, well then, let's go over it again. First off, that Abyss Herald called your brother Prince. It seems like your brother is leading the Abyss Order. Even the Abyss Herald answers to him. Still, we don't know for sure if he's the highest ranking leader in the organization.
सही बात है, सही बात है.
Also, your brother said that he wants to engulf the thrones and go to war with destiny. What the heck does that mean? Could it be he wants to destroy the Seven and the Seven Nations? Next thing, turns out the Abyss Order monsters are really what the people of Conria turned into after their nation was destroyed. This story is just plain terrifying. And Dane is from Conria too. He witnessed its destruction 500 years ago. But he didn't turn into a monster. And now he's fighting the Abyss Order. So that's why your brother said that Dane is his enemy, right? But if the monsters of the Abyss are the same people that Dane protected all those years ago, then why is he enemies with the Abyss Order now? Also, how come after all this time we've spent searching for your brother...
बहुत सारे क्वेश्चन खड़े कर दिए यहाँ पे पाइमोन ने.
What's up with that? Yeah, you're right. Then we can't let ourselves get down about it now. Our journey's not over yet. Let's get a move on. Time to leave this terrible dark place.
ये किसी
and
एक्ट
get back
की
to the
एंडिंग है क्या?
place where the sun shines bright. If your brother wants you to reach the end of your journey,
मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि ये किसी एक्ट की एंडिंग है और उसके बाद कोई दूसरा एक्ट शुरू होने वाला है, ऐसा कुछ। 37 मत करो यार, एनिमी भी आई हो जाते। बाहर कैसे निकलूं मैं? अच्छा, स्टैच्यू ऑफ 7 का तो जो लटकाया है भाई यहाँ पे। उप्स। अभी आया ना, चलो भाई फाइनली कुछ तो आया। चेड चेम्बर। ओए रेन क्या नाम था इसका, भूल गया।
Are you okay? Paimon never imagined your brother would have sided with the Abyss. Well, keep your chin up. Paimon believes in both of you. And when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Right? He said we needed to reach the end of our journey.
कैसा लगा सस्पेंस, या फिर पता था? नहीं पता था रे।
And we won't find out what this
मस्त था।
journey is or where it will end unless we keep going. Don't mention it, partner. Travel buddies are supposed to look out for one another.
ट्रैवल बड़ी।
Although, where should we go next?
मेरे को लगा ये इमरजेंसी फूड है।
Continue with the journey. Oh, you mean the god that took your brother away in the first place? You're right. After all, everything that followed.
वो गॉड तो पॉइमन जैसी दिखती थी भाई, मेरे को तो इस पे भी शक है भाई अभी।
Yeah, Paimon bet she's the key to understanding this whole mystery. Well, we've ruled out 2 gods so far, the Animo and Geo Archons. So, next...
Let's go to Inazuma.
Paimon doesn't think we
I
can
am
simply
waiting
go
for it.
into Inazuma. Zhongli said it was a closed nation. We'll have to find some other way in. Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance? Oh,
बेडो ले जाएगी क्या?
someone already. Atsuko.
Atsuko.
From the harbor. She's from Inazuma.
Atsuko कौन है भाई? ये नाम तो पहली बार सुन रहा हूँ ब्रो। ए लड़के क्या हाल है?
Can't touch me. Let's dance.
भाई वाट लग रही है मेरी यार, मेरे को जल्दी से लेवल अप करना है अभी। बहुत मार पड़ रही है भाई, बहुत बेइज्जती हो रही है ऑन स्ट्रीम। अच्छा ये है क्या?
Oh, hello. Oh, I mean good fortune, right? I'm still learning to talk like a local. Is there anything I can help you with?
We want
मेरे को ही नज़ुमा जाना है यार।
to Inazuma.
यस मेरे को ले चल भाई,
Oh,
मतलब
so
बहन।
that's why you're here. Well, there is a way,
We came to the right person.
यस
but
यस।
the chance of success is incredibly small.
अरे चलेगा, डरते नहीं हम लोग।
Incredibly small. Then how did you get out of Inazuma in the first place?
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous this method truly was. All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me, and my pursuers were close on my tail. After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many days. My rations and fresh water supplies soon ran out, and I remember getting to the point where I was sure I'd reached the end. Then I blacked out, but to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. Or to put it another way, a new beginning found me. Ah, that's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to tell the tale must be a sign that the gods were watching over me.
What a horrible journey! And you set off knowing how dangerous it was?
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission subjects everyone leaving or entering the nation to a protracted approval process, and I felt like I didn't belong there.
Kanjo Commission? What's that?
Along with the other two commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the Tri-Commission. I suppose they're equivalent to the 8 trades under the Liu Ichising. One of the obligations of the Kanjo Commission is to conduct rigorous identity checks on all individuals leaving or entering Inazuma. All non-nationals are processed centrally on Rito upon arrival. Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible for implementing the recently promulgated Vision Hunt Decree. They act like the executive arm of the Raiden Shogun's rule. Loyal, yet unfeeling. It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this. But after spending so long under that
अपने
oppressive
होम की
atmosphere,
बेइज्जती कर रही है
I
यहाँ पे.
begin to lose all hope for the future. What I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to Inazuma, you should abandon your plans of trying to get there. You should
मेरे को
know
जाना है
that
रे.
the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. Supposing you survived that, you would still need to get past the samurai guards that enforce the Sakoku Decree, the closed nation policy of Inazuma. And even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito Center for processing Outlanders. Otherwise, you'd be kicked out immediately.
अरे बाप रे.
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
But they have Rito.
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most Outlanders would be unable to acquire the documentation needed. But if you really are set on going, there is one thing you could try.
कौन सी?
The raft idea sounds a little on the dangerous side. Plus, Paimon would definitely get seasick.
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux Fleet if they have some way of getting you to Inazuma. They're well known in Liyue. Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experiences. They may just know how to break through the storm.
You're right. Paimon's sure Beto of all people will be able to get us there. Her crew is super strong.
बेडो.
Paimon wonders
मेरे
if
को लगा ही
she'll
था.
be willing to take the risk.
The Alcor is the flagship of the Crux Fleet. I heard that it's currently anchored by Guyun Stone Forest on a supply run. This might be your best chance.
Then there's no time to lose. Let's go find Captain Beto.
बेडो को ढूंढ रे बाबा. मेरे को एक क्वेश्चन है. क्या ये दर्द लिया जाए? बताओ. क्या ये दर्द लिया जाए? That is the question. Precise shot का वो आ जाएगा मेरे पास फिर. But the thing is, I don't have these. बेडो कहाँ पे है भाई? ओ बाप रे, उस तरफ पे. अरे यहाँ पे जाना कैसे है? एम्बर मेन है तो लेना ही पड़ेगा. अरे वो छोड़ो, ये बताओ मैं वहां पे जाऊंगा कैसे? हेल्प मी. इसने क्या बोला मैंने ध्यान से पढ़ा नहीं है यार. जाऊंगा कैसे मैं वहां पे? तैर के? मजाक मत करो, इतना स्टेमिना नहीं है मेरे पास मैं तैर के वहां पे जा सकूं। या उड़ के? मतलब उड़ के कैसे जा सकता हूँ? जी हो जाएगा मेरा आधे रास्ते पे। आया का छे तो यार कोई शिप भी तो होगी ना लेके जाती हो ऐसे। ए लेके जा मेरे को। ओपन मैप। ओपन आई गेस यहाँ से जा सकते हैं क्या? यहाँ से यहाँ से यहाँ से यहाँ से यहाँ से और यहाँ से। इतनी लंबी जर्नी के बाद क्या हम पहुंच पाएंगे?
Come with me. Let us find. Shelter from the rain.
बीटी है भाई। आंटी जी घूम रही है यहाँ पे। आंटी जी तो बहुत मारेगी, बारिश हो रही है भाई। चलो बारिश तो चली गई।
There's a pleasant breeze and glorious sunshine. So, where shall we go for a walk?
और ये बंदे हैं? अबे यार नहीं करनी मेरे को फाइट।
Whirling snow.
Another test subject. Have a little taste.
मेरे को भाई इनाजुमा जाना है अभी, बहुत टाइम हो गया भाई। इनका एम क्या ही है? आउज एक्सपेक्ट कर जे मतलब। अच्छा बंदे मिलेंगे क्या मेरे को रास्ते
Have a
में?
little taste.
अरे भाई गुस्सा हो गया ये बंदा तो। साढ़े
Let the show begin.
ये लोग क्या कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे?
Get ready for the gliding champion of Mondstadt.
ये अच्छा काम किया।
I'll race you there. Take flight.
હું આવું एक्सेप्ट करजे। ओ माय गॉड, मैंने
Collecting
क्या
rare
ही
and
पढ़ा।
exquisite treasures. Yes, this seems suitably sophisticated. Swirling snow. Take flight. My apologies.
Cool it.
Whirling snow.
अच्छा, कोप में इसलिए ठीक है ठीक है।
My apologies. Collecting rare and exquisite treasures. Yes, this seems suitably sophisticated. Today is a lucky day. Take flight.
अरे यहाँ से वो करना था यार. जियो डैमेज बोनस. हाँ.
Mission accomplished.
पर्वतो. भाई फाइनली वेलकम द स्ट्रीम दर्शील पटेल. क्या बंदा है भाई ये.
Oh, if it isn't the traveler in Paimon.
इतने दूर क्यों शिप खड़ी की है तूने, पहले वो बता मेरे को.
Paimon. What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of... Yes, the stars.
Huh? The fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's ever heard.
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say
Kazuha.
I am
Yep,
certain
Kazuha.
that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet. And that gives our encounter meaning.
You're not far off, but they go by a different name in Inazuma. I prefer other means of entertainment. This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally, he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with a line or two of poetry?
कितना chill आवाज है यार
Oh,
इसका.
I can't argue with that. Okay then. Once the clash is underway, I'll give you a chance to perform.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry for poetry's
Kaju is
sake
here
tends
finally.
to lack meaning.
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily. Especially seeing as our great hero here might be in attendance.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash? Also, just to clarify, by great hero, do you mean...
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of it? The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to showcase their talents. There are 2 important rules. 1, competitors must be renowned fighters. We want those with real martial arts ability, not just people taking part for the fun of it. So, you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think there's anyone out there who hasn't heard of you. 2, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little one-sided. You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden dragons lurking around in Liyue. And with Liyue's savior taking part in the tournament, now that's gonna turn a few heads. I think we can expect a healthy turnout this time.
But we didn't come here to take part in a martial arts tournament.
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the prize this time round is particularly sought after. Get this. It's a masterless vision.
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact. If the tournament champion can reawaken that vision, it belongs to them.
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell that housed that light remains. As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But my intuition tells me that while it remains in the world, it may just be possible for someone else to inherit it.
Yep. And the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods.
Kaju
So
backstory.
if anyone's able to rekindle it, it's gotta be an individual of exceptional strength and talent.
अभी मेरे को किसी
Organizing
टूर्नामेंट में
the
जीतना
clash is
पड़ेगा
my
क्या?
way of
क्या
uncovering
यार?
hidden talents. And hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again. So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to Inazuma, not fighting in some tournament.
Inazuma? You want to go there?
Yeah,
Well, why
bruh.
didn't you say so? Inazuma? No sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice. Masterless Vision or
अरे
a ticket to
भाई,
Inazuma aboard the Alcor.
इसको मेरे को फाइट करानी ही है.
You just want her to take part in your tournament.
What's wrong with that? The more talent we have, the better the tournament will be. I couldn't
इसको
let a
मजा लेना है
competitor like
सिर्फ.
you fall through the net.
फाइट करा के सबको.
What are we gonna do? Looks like we pretty much have to do this tournament if we want to get to Inazuma, huh?
Great. Then let's get you signed up. Head to the tournament arena in Guyun Stone Forest. Kazuha and I will be over soon.
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before the answer is revealed.
पक. अभी मेरे को तैर के वापस जाना पड़ेगा. नॉइस. इमेजिन मैंने ये नहीं खोला होता. फुल बीटी. ये सब भी करना पड़ेगा बाद में. किसी के पीछे भागना पड़ेगा लास्ट में. ठीक ठीक. Let's see.
Before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are. Beto said that they had to be
Uncle
renowned.
you.
Hello, are you here to compete in the Crux Clash?
You bet I am.
Yeah.
Your names down yet?
Body देख रहे हो बंदे की?
Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. Then allow just anyone to take part.
अरे अरे.
Clash is a comprehensive test of fighting ability. Anyone who turns up for show over skill is gonna get their butt handed to them. Nobody wants to see that, right?
Yeah, we heard a rule about that. So, Paimon's wondering, are you a renowned fighter?
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Tsuhu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit.
अरे
Yeah.
बाप रे.
Also, that doesn't sound like the most official tournament out there.
What? You... Nonsense. Have you been living under a rock? It's been going on for years. There were plenty of competitors when I took part. Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. There were 2 of them trying to escape. I soon sorted them out.
Congratulations,
They
bro.
tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. They didn't know what hit them. I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. Then, the big guy pulled out a knife. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurtling.
चल भाई खत्म कर भाई खत्म कर बाबा.
But for us, even 4 or 5 treasure hoarders at a time is all in a day's work.
I'll see you in the arena.
Hi there, are you here for the Crux Clash too?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat for hope, but this tournament is more than just a chance to put training.
Exactly. With a vision, we'd quickly become our master.
This master of yours must be pretty.
Famous. He's the founder of the Ling Shan clan, and his skills are
ये कौन सा clan है?
It was founded quite recently.
ठीक है
But
ठीक
he's
है.
got to be a grand master or something. He's created many different styles of kung fu. To the Ling Shan clan, he teaches a special...
Force dispersal.
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you and neutral. For example, our master can use it to alter the path of an attacking fist.
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a finger.
It sure is. But
क्या
it's
बकवास कर रहे हैं यार ये लोग.
Clearly not that
There's a tuition fee?
Of course.
But recently, though,
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
well, we have.
Exactly. Folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant martial arts clan in all of Liyue.
See you in the arena.
अरे अरे ये बंदा क्या कर रहा है यहाँ पे बैठ के? Hello bro. What are you doing?
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Clash? If so, seems I found myself another new
So you're also here for the tournament?
You better believe it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could walk away as a champion. For me,
अरे अरे अरे.
obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is... No. It's not about what I want to do. This is about who I want to be. I am looking to become a perfect person. I know how that sounds, but let me I've passed every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous in most people's eyes. I am already the very embodiment of the perfect person. Though, of course, I'd never let the praise get to my head. I know I haven't reached perfection yet, because a vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet who was... I've also brought along a bit of an entourage. Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating mostly on rare and esoteric styles of Kung Fu. As a high achiever by nature. Ha! Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get to see me in action.
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu classes, and another guy who's just really average.
Chinksa Village arm wrestling champion, huh? All right, you're signed up. Next, please. What's your name? Wait, aren't you? Did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer though? Why are they trying to enter the clash?
इनाजुमा नहीं दाने दे रहे यार मेरे को तो नहीं करना है यहाँ पे
Aren't you the
compete.
traveler that helped Liyue fight off that ancient god? It's really her.
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if I can get her autograph later.
अरे
I trust
बाप रे।
you're aware that
यहाँ तो
only
fans
those with
निकले यार हमारे।
visions can enter the tournament. Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable of in combat are nothing short of extraordinary. You walk into the most dangerous situations imaginable.
Yep, she still doesn't have a vision though. See for yourself.
My apologies. It's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of competitors' achievements as part of the sign-up process. So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osail, so that's one. Do you have any others?
I am the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius. Yeah, I saved Dwelling. Yeah, फट्टू यार बिंजर तो ठीक है भाई. Saved Dwelling बराबर है.
Down. And also defeated the Fatui Harbinger.
ये तो easy था.
Whoa.
Might as well declare her the champion already.
I wonder if it's too late. Okay, right. You're a great hero.
हमारा नाम सुन के इस आधे लोग ने यार वो discontinue करा दिया हो तो अच्छा है.
Captain Beto promised that
There's another prize too? Oh, first I've heard of it.
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to attract top talent.
But why would anyone want to go somewhere as dangerous as Inazuma? I see.
इनज़ुमा जाना है रे.
I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance then. Well, anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin. I'll leave you to your preparation.
Hey, so Paimon's thinking about that whole no vision bearers rule in this tournament. Even though you don't have a vision, most people in Teyvat think that you can't manipulate the elements without one. So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during the tournament. You know, just to avoid any misunderstandings. In any case, looking at the competition, it should still be pretty easy for you to win, even without using any elements, right? Alright, it's showtime!
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete? Good. Then please follow me into the arena.
अरे मेरे को बीच में खड़ा कर दिया.
You got a pretty good chance of winning.
75?
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. Her
एक तो
first bout begins now.
40 लेवल का ट्रैवलर है मेरा.
You? You're the hero they're talking about?
अच्छा इतना इजी है क्या?
How am I supposed to win now?
ये लोग क्या कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे खड़े रह के? अरे बाप रे.
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with?
खत्म.
Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
अरे इतनी नजदीक से मत दिखाओ यार, डर गया मैं.
Introducing you as the favorite. So, what do you think, Kazuha? She totally dominated that guy and did it with style too.
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise some restraint, as if to protect the opponent from serious harm.
Well, I fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. And I say, after the show she put on just now, she's more than convinced me of her ability. So come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there. Can't you spare a word or two to congratulate our up-and-coming champion?
All right. Let me think how to aptly phrase these words of praise. You fought well.
ठीक है भाई.
All right then.
क्या
I was
बंदा है?
thinking your inner poet might want to join in the fun, but I guess I shouldn't put you on the spot like that. You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were that Liyue's hero was entering the tournament. And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. I'm sure lots of them are here to find out how they stack up against you. Well, since everyone sees you as the one to beat, I figure I should start treating you that way too. For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. Not to mention, You must be itching to fight someone in your league too, right? So, I'm putting you straight through to the semifinals.
Huh? But we only just started the qualifiers. Seems like a crazy system if we just skip straight to the semifinals.
This is how Captain Beto works. You won't persuade her otherwise. Besides, at your level, you would have made it to the semifinals anyway.
Huh. To be fair, Jaime was thinking that too.
Alright, I'm gonna watch some more of the tournament. If there's any potential contenders for you out there, I want to know who they are and what they're about. We're finally here, folks. The real show is about to begin.
The captain seems to have high hopes for this tournament. I have not seen her so excited in quite some time. Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. This makes him a seasoned warrior. You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your guard. Very well. Show me that you are ready to push through the storm that lies ahead.
Alright, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting. Go find the crew member that signed you up. She'll take you into the arena.
चल भाई चल कौन है अभी
Your
सेमीफाइनलिस्ट
opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly become the dark horse of the tournament. I do not doubt your abilities, but I would suggest
डरा
that you
क्यों
make
रहे
sure
ये
you're
लोग?
fully prepared before.
Relax. My girl's at the top of her game. She ain't gonna lose.
Okay,
सारे लोग डरा रहे मेरे को अरे 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 अरे
At last,
90 लेवल
the
का
moment
बंदा
we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun.
हो गया
Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for.
अच्छा मेरी एचपी इन लोगों ने फुल नहीं की क्या मेरे को ज्यादा वो नहीं करना पड़ेगा सारे लोग एचपी फुल नहीं करते मेरी
It's a fury.
अरे भाई भाई भाई
I'm sweating all over. It's a good feeling. Congratulations. I was beaten by the best. I need to train harder.
Right. For a moment there, if you had a vision, you'd definitely be one of the strongest around.
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid. People said that if you're strong enough, you'll have your chance to get one. But mine never came. I lost interest eventually. You can't depend on a vision like you can your own body. I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the gods. I don't
ये
have
लोग
it.
बेचारे हाथ से लड़ रहे हैं हम उनको तलवार मार रहे
You
हैं
didn't
it doesn't
try
seem
to
fair
Get your hands on that masterless vision?
No, I didn't. I only wanted to pit myself against other fighters and see who was the strongest. Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from them. So I'm pleased with today's outcome. I don't often have the pleasure of experiencing defeat.
Wow. Now that's true strength talking.
If you have the chance in the future, please come and spar with me again. I will be stronger next time.
By the way, do you know who else made it into the finals? Is it gonna be someone even tougher than you?
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. But what I have heard is that they're extremely quick, so don't get too cocky.
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the final round.
ट्रैवलर की एचपी कम है क्या एचपी कैसे देखते हैं छोड़ो भाई
Ah, it's you! I myself was eliminated in the third round. Shame.
Maybe next time, huh? By the
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable opponent. quick on his feet and swift to take advantage of his opponent's missteps. I faltered for but a brief moment. Given my stature, I have no fear.
कौन है भाई फाइनल
Sure, he'll
में?
be no match for you.
अरे कितने लोगों से आस्क करना है भाई?
Hey there!
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. There was blood all over the place. His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, "Why didn't you dodge?" But he was pretty much out cold by that point and couldn't reply. "Why don't you dodge?" they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence of Lingshan clan kung fu.
क्या
It's
पागल
just that he
बंदा है?
hadn't quite mastered it yet. Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. But by the time I got back, my scheduled match time had already passed and I had to forfeit. I don't dare tell my master about this. Otherwise, I'd never hear the end of it. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid I'm still a bit out of sorts at the moment. So I probably won't be able to help you with whatever you were here to ask me about.
Oh, alright.
Thanks.
We still haven't got any useful information yet. Maybe we can go talk.
You gave an outstanding performance.
अरे अरे
Truly
अरे
commendable.
ये बंदे ने अभी
I
तारीफ
could
की
sense
हमारी.
that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind, and it could have cost you the match. But you were quick to adapt and managed to claim victory over your opponent. That is a most invaluable skill. In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw, but what I heard. The ground beneath your feet, and the pattern of your breathing. But it is nothing remarkable, for I discerned nothing more than Captain Beto did.
He's right. But in my case, I was purely relying on previous experience. I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
We wanted to ask about who our opponent will be in the final round. Do you think they'll be stronger than the one we faced in the semifinal?
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily stronger. They tend to have something unique about their style. As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he has superior form. It's also obvious that he's seen his fair share of battles. What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew this time?
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. Let's go somewhere a little quieter, shall we? I haven't properly introduced myself yet. In the land of Inazuma, I was a wandering samurai.
Yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you talk, you don't really sound like someone who's used to waving a sword around.
It is true that I am versed both in literary and martial traditions. But on the straggling path of a wandering samurai, is there harm in acquiring a surplus skill? I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess, but I myself have witnessed reputable fighters hailing from across the lands. I do possess some knowledge regarding your opponent's particular skill set. Given your talents, a few hints from me will be all that's necessary to bring your opponent down.
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence is an essential part of any duel. You must know your enemy.
बात तो सही है,
Besides,
बात
our
तो सही है.
favorite here has fought many battles on their journey from Mondstadt. Such impressive feats require more than just bravery alone.
You betcha. Wait a second. We never told you that we've been to Mondstadt.
Does one not leave a trail when traveling through the wild? In return, nature also leaves its traces upon you. However, there is only so much that can be discerned from these traces. I sense that many come with me. Some post-match entertainment is in order.
कहाँ पे कोने में ले जाके बात कर रहा है हमारे से? भाई कैसे पीसफुल लोकेशन ढूंढनी है इसे?
Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter. You are skilled in manipulating the elements. And not just a single element, but multiple.
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something from the moment we met. You've known all along.
That's right. If the other contenders
इसको
would
कैसे
catch
पता है
wind
रे?
of your elemental abilities, let's just say it would cause some unwanted misunderstandings. If I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your reluctance to use elemental skills even in the heat of a match. When I talk about that which I see or hear in you, this is not poetic symbolism at play. I mean these things in the truest sense possible. Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings of nature. I hear the breath of the wind and the whispers of the leaves. It is things of this nature that I also hear from within you. Nothing more.
As crazy as all that sounds, somehow Paimon still believes you.
My humble abilities are negligible compared to your incredible feats. To think a human could wield the elements without a vision. And not to mention your incredibly complex scent. Like that of some mysterious...
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell! It's weird!
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities?
हमें भी नहीं पता ये तो.
Extraordinary.
खुश हो गया बंदा.
Might I be
मेरे
so
को भी
bold
चाहिए
as
ऐसा
to
बोल रहा है.
inquire how exactly it is that you learned to channel elemental energy and even wield it in combat?
Aw, it's nothing really. Paimon just told her whatever came to mind. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Somehow, she just naturally learned to use the elements through it all. Honestly, he
ये कैसे जा रहा है? ये इसको देखो, इसको देखो. ए तेरे पैर में काट लेगा वो.
Things are the essence of the gods and the visions they grant. However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Perhaps it may yet reveal something to me. Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned.
Konnichiwa,
That will make it a
Miku.
fair exchange.
Miku-san, welcome to the stream.
Now then, let's test your skills.
Defeat the monster to show the Kazuha ability. कहाँ पे monster? अच्छा यहाँ पे. है मैं तो इससे हरा रहा हूँ, वो कैसे देख लेगा?
Whirling snow! Sakura swirl! My apologies!
और आगे क्या?
No escape! That's cheating!
नहीं.
Hey, get him!
Not son is Miku-kun. अरे चलता है रे. अरे मेरे को लगा वो मीकू तो लड़की का नाम भी होता है. क्या बकवास कर रहे हो तुम लोग?
Bet you can't keep up with me!
ये क्या कर रहा है यहाँ पे? पर मैं तो लड़का हूँ ना, पर तुम्हारा नाम तो लड़की का है ना.
Get him! No one escapes my sight! Bet you can't keep up with me!
अरे मैं निकल गया था पता है. सिर्फ दबा नहीं मेरे से. बाकी मिकू इज फ्रॉम क्वीन। हाँ मेरे को पता है, मेरे को पता है, मेरे को पता है ब्रो। अरे तू कितनी बार शील्ड लाएगा अपनी पगल बंदे। अरे भाई आर पार चला गया। टिल इचिगा इज बेस्ट लॉल।
Let's dance.
इची को भाई एनिमे लवर बोल सकते हैं, और मैंने इतने ज्यादा नहीं देखे पर इतने कम भी नहीं देखे।
Truly beyond reproach. Even with your opponent's speed, he shouldn't be able to overwhelm you. Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which enables him to execute moves that many would find impossible.
अरे ये लोग मेरे को इतना क्यों डरा रहे हैं फाइनल्स में?
Entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his opponents. In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability to detect weak points, then his attacks should pose no threat to you. Please, save your thanks. If anything, I should be thanking you for the opportunity to witness your command of the elements that defies all known principles. The world is a truly mysterious place, it seems.
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but don't you already have your own? Why are you so intent on exploring the connection between visions and the elements?
I desire to know what meaning visions have to the gods, and what influences the gods' decision to grant humans these visions.
भाई मेरे को तो फाइनल खेलने जाने देगा अभी, मेरे को जल्दी से इनाजुमा पहुंचना है भाई।
Completely in the dark regarding such matters.
मैंने तो अब कोई एनिमे बचा ही नहीं है। सीक्वल और न्यू एनिमे वेटिंग बाय द वे, वन पीस इज एक्सेप्शन। अरे वन पीस तो मैंने देखना ही शुरू नहीं किया पता है। पोकेमॉन से ज्यादा भाई 1000 से ज्यादा एपिसोड अभी ना हो पाएंगे मेरे से, टाइम ही नहीं मिलता रे इतना।
As you well know, a vision hunt decree is currently underway in Inazuma.
स्पाई एक्स फैमिली और शिकिमोरी दोनों देखा मैंने अभी, मजा आया देखने में। डेट लाइव सीजन 4 देखा है, तीनों के एपिसोड अभी आने वाले हैं, तीनों के 5-5 एपिसोड आ गए।
Criteria for granting visions to living beings. That not to mention, with no new electrovisions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can infer something of the Raiden Shogun's feelings on the matter.
मैंने इन लोगों की बातें नहीं सुनी यार आप लोगों से बात करते करते।
As far as I
अन्य वाकु वाकु या वाकु 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 सुप्रीमेसी।
She will relentlessly carry out her will with no regard to what others may think or feel. Liyue's contracts are meant to
मैं
वेटिंग
कर रहा हूँ सीजन कंप्लीटेड होने का। किसका?
Eternity bring to its people. It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
एक एस्पाई, एक कोरोसिया, वाकु वाकु।
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro Archon before?
I'm not sure.
With time, we will change. But the Shogun will remain the same.
शोगन की बुराई कर रहा है क्या ये?
Forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her. Ah,
ठीक।
The time for your match is approaching.
Oh, right! We got so distracted talking about Inazuma that Paimon forgot all about the tournament!
Yeah.
If you have no other matters to attend to, then
डेट लाइव देखने में मजा आता है मेरे को, कॉमेडी रहता है थोड़ा।
Very well. Let's go. I wish to see who will obtain the vision.
डायरेक्ट पहुंचा देंगे क्या अभी मेरे को? ये अच्छा किया इन लोगों ने। What? ये फाइनल में? तभी इतना डरा रहे थे मेरे को। वैसे भी इन लोगों की एचपी काम तो आने वाली नहीं है, फिर भी एचपी बढ़ा देते हैं। फटी। अरे डरते नहीं है, ऐसे डरना पड़ता है कभी कभी।
Why isn't he here yet? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first. Everyone, listen up! Your attention, please!
अच्छा ये नहीं है, never mind.
We've reached the climax of the Crux Clash. This is the final match. We've seen many exciting battles today, and now at long last, the two finalists have emerged. Now, I'd like to introduce our first combatant. Though few have seen her, her reputation knows no bound. She strikes fear into
Day till
the
I
heart
season
of
4
Ohio,
Spy
and the mere mention of her
X
name
Family I am
causes
quitting
even Fatui harbingers
Heroine
to
Raising
turn
of Shield
pale
Hero
in the
सीजन 2
face.
कोमी सन सीजन 2 और भी
Introducing
जितने भी वेट कर
nearest
रहा हूँ
traveling
कंप्लीट
hero.
होने का ओके
I've been waiting for this moment.
I'm sure everyone witnessed her thrilling match in the semifinals. But today's final round will surely take things up. And as for our other combatant, he still hasn't arrived. Come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up like in previous rounds. This is the finals. Apologies, everyone just sit tight.
maybe they got a match mixed up
They've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just have to postpone the match.
ए यार ऐसा मत
Wait a
करो
moment. Something doesn't seem right about this. Captain Beto, perhaps we should check on the prize. Traveler, come with us.
मत बोलना वो प्राइज लेके भाग गया मत बोलना ये मत बोलना
Let me see. It's gone all right. The vision is missing.
भाई पागल भाई क्या बंदे रहते हैं भाई
Somebody steal it? Who would dare do such a thing and
और
buy
यहाँ
it
पे
up?
इतने सारे लोग हैं क्या कर रहे हैं वो कैसे लेके भाग सकता है इन लोगों के सामने से
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would have the guts to cross Captain Beto.
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape nature's watchful gaze.
भागो
The culprit has only acted recently. They will not have gotten far. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after it. I will be certain to get it back.
ए इसका ट्राई रन देने वाले
Well,
क्या ये
if you
लोग
insist. I'll leave the matter to you then. I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation to all the spectators that came to see the match.
If you would, please come with me.
But we're on an island. Where could he have possibly run to?
नहीं
Come
नहीं
with
देने वाला
me.
क्या
I
क्या
can sense
रे
the winds are coming.
दे दो रे अरे जिस हिसाब से आप ग्राइंड कर रहे हो मुझे लगा आज आया का बिल्ड देखने को मिलेगी आज नहीं तो 2-3 दिन में तो हो जाएगी आई
The
गेस
winds have come at an
मतलब
opportune moment.
ट्राई कर
Let's
सकता
seize
हूँ
this chance.
ए मैं ऊपर
Ride
उड़
the
गया
winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
मेरे को बूस्ट दे दो रे बाबा
By the way, what made you suddenly think of checking the prize in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
You'll see shortly. The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
अरे यार इन लोग के मैंने चीची बिल्ड किया है नाइस
Let the show begin.
Take flight! Kamisato art! Sumetsu! My apologies!
चलो 1 घंटा लगेगा मारने में मेरे को तभी तो इनाजुमा पहुंचना है रे बाबा पड़ा 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 टाइम आउट नाइस नाइस नाइट वॉट ओपी नाइट वॉट ओपी
Take flight!
मजाक उड़ा रहे हो मेरी नाइट वॉट गुस्सा हो गया देख रहे हो और करो कैप्स में स्पैम अबे यार ये क्या कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे?
My apologies.
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still you caught up to me.
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
सही बात है.
Wind? What are you talking about? Oh, I get it. Your vision. Drat! If I only had a vision. Or if I could activate this one, then you'd never be able to catch me.
This has nothing to do with visions. You may be skilled at vanishing from a crowd, but it seems you know precious little about how to conceal yourself from nature's gaze. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And on top of that, I could hear your boasting and proud laughter in the wind as I was pursuing you. In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic criteria for a grand heist. Namely speed, stealth, and style.
You...
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision in your hand. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire indiscriminately.
Fine!
Fine.
I admit it. I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now. I decided to register after hearing that this fighting contest was full of a bunch of lousy fighters.
कल मैं चला गया था अपने लूमिन और ईथर का मीटिंग देखा. अरे आज किया वो मैंने, पता है मीकू, मैं भी चला गया था फिर कल. टाइम हो गया था रे, वो मैंने आज किया. मस्त था, मजा आ गया देख के.
Since there was no use in trying to face you in the match, I decided to put my skills to good use while everyone's attention was on you and Beto. I was convinced I'd prepared thoroughly for my escape, but somehow you still managed to catch up to me. Drat. This should have gone
1 लाख
differently.
डैमेज आप पीछे इज्जत से. सेमा
I know an empty threat when I hear one. Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't activate once I took it anyway. It's nothing but a useless shell to me.
Nice.
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for stealing is breaking the culprit's arms.
Huh? You're not serious, are you?
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final
मेरे को
match,
एम्बर का
and
सीवन
damaged
चाहिए
the reputation
रे.
of the captain of the Crux
एनु
fleet.
डैमेज काउंटर एज जाने.
It seems that it would be only
जा
fair
वीडियो
to
जो.
brand the
अरे
word
हाँ वो
thief
तुमने
on
कल
your
भेजा था, मैंने
forehead with
देखा था.
hot iron.
Whoa, whoa, we don't need to go that far, do we?
I never would have guessed you could be so cruel. If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll risk a fight.
चल भाई फाइट कर ले तू, अभी क्या ही कर सकते
What
हैं.
are you trying to do? Here's something special.
ये तो सब कुछ यूज कर रहा है भाई. ओए ओए ये क्या डैमेज था.
Let's dance. Sakura swirl.
I'll have my revenge eventually.
चलो भाई एक अल्टी का खेल था इसके लिए.
No, no. Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead, please.
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Yet still the gods do not bestow their favor upon him. Put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind. No further punishment for you.
इतनी तो मार खिलाई बेचारे को, अभी कौन सी पनिशमेंट बाकी रह गई.
What's wrong?
मतलब बेचारा
Are
तो
you
नहीं है,
asking
भाग गया
for
था.
more punishment? It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable.
कितना चील करके पूछ रहा है ये बंदा.
No need for that. Thank you for releasing me. You truly are generous.
इसके वॉइस एक्टर ने माथे पे बर्फ रख के किया था क्या वॉइस एक्टिंग.
Hyman doesn't get it. Were you just trying to scare him?
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibilities while the vision remained in his hands. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. I thought it may be an opportunity for him to awaken the vision. But unfortunately, nothing happened. Yes, I wanted to know whether it were possible for an extinguished vision to be reawakened. From the moment he stole the vision, I decided to use him for this experiment. I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing is impossible. Come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if you can give me the answer I'm hoping for.
The vision didn't seem to respond at all.
I see.
कुछ मस्त होने वाला है
So
क्या अभी
you are
सीजन के
also
साथ?
unable to rekindle the vision. No matter.
Never
This was
mind.
expected.
नहीं हुआ कुछ.
I suppose this vision is still mine to take for now.
Yeah, what's the story behind this vision anyway?
The story begins with an old friend. He was once a
और
good
यहाँ
friend
पे
of mine.
आ गए हैं बैक
One day
स्टोरी
he
में.
asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered.
Oh my god.
It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he
मस्त
replied,
इनजुमा में होगा.
there must
अच्छा.
be one who can withstand it. There will always
अरे ये
be those who
काजुआ का
dare to
भाई है
break
क्या वो
the
बाजू में
Raiden's
खड़ा है?
glow.
वो भी कोई कैरेक्टर ही है ना? रेडिन सामा.
The vision hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations
डॉट
stripped
स्वॉर्ड इन
away
एक्शन.
as
ठीक
the
है भाई.
Raiden Shogun began to construct her
Oh my
new
god, यहाँ पे अभी मैं पिघल गया. क्या ही पोस्ट था
While I
भाई.
was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the vision hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly
my
desired
God.
after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face?
ये लेके भाग
Before
गया.
I knew
ठीक है.
it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day I may come to find that
मेरे को
all
क्या ऐसा
I
लग रहा है
have
अभी
done is
हम
meaningless.
हमारे ट्रैवलर को
But as a
मतलब
wandering
इलेक्ट्रो की भी
samurai,
पावर मिलने वाली
I
है.
find meaning in traveling and the sprawling beauty of nature.
एनिमे
that
और
lies
जियो की
along
मिल
the
गई.
way,
अभी इलेक्ट्रो की बारी है
while
क्या?
still retaining the warrior way in my heart.
Kazuha.
It's just another way of saying I do as I please. All right then, it's time we returned. Allow me to gather the wind for us once more.
Yep. लगा ही था मेरे को. फीलिंग आई थी अंदर से. फीलिंग कैज़म भी करना है क्या यार? कैज़म मैंने खोल के रखा है. ए दे दे मेरे को विजन. चल जल्दी से.
Did Beta leave already?
ए भाग गई यार.
Back to her ship.
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang.
अरे
It seems like the
निंगवान ने
Crux
क्या
clash
बोला
got
है
out
भाई?
of hand this time and has attracted her attention.
हाँ मैं जीता इसलिए सबकी अटेंशन आ गई क्या?
Captain Beto was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed
जेनित्सु
off to the
गमे
harbor.
એટલું ડેમેજ આપે છેલ્લે નુબજ રહેવાનો.
It's not unusual for those two to be at odds with one another.
Emotional
But
damage.
still, Captain Beto was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion. She had been looking forward to it for quite some time.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent in the final round. He knew he was winning the match. Thus, the wicked
ये
idea
भी
of
सही है.
stealing the prize took hold in his mind.
ब्लैकी वन
In which
जेनित्सु वन.
case, the Crux
लेट्स गो.
clash comes to a clear-cut conclusion.
शोल्डर पर बेसाड़ा.
So that's what happened?
ब्लैकी वन जेनित्सु वन.
If
लेट्स
that's
गो
the
लेट्स
case,
गो.
then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified. And our hero here is the champion.
यस यस ये भी सही है.
Win and all, but not like this.
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved. Now, let me go prepare the champion's medal to award you.
So we'll be able to travel to Inazuma now?
Yes.
वो क्या होता है? कोई गेम है क्या?
Though Captain Beto is no longer present here, I'll be sure
ब्लैकी
to
नहीं हो रहा है
see
क्या?
she is a woman of her word.
आज रात को आओ, चलो आज
The
रात को
voyage to
खेलते हुए लो.
Inazuma is a treacherous one.
आ जाओ
You will
ब्लैकी,
be
वुल्वरिन को भी
plagued by a
बुलाते हैं. चलो
perpetual
5 man.
tempest the entire
Full.
trip. In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also
5 man
embodied
unrated
in
भाई,
the
ठीक है.
Raiden Shogun's will to create the nation.
ठीक, मैं मेरा रैंक डाउन नहीं कराना चाहता पर रैंक
She
अप
can change the weather.
ठीक है चलो.
Just with the power of her mind.
5 man unranked
And
खेलेंगे.
let's not forget
Let's
that
go.
this is one of the 7
ब्लैकी
archons.
एम की
If
तैयारी कर
you
लो
as
आप.
Morax could form Guyun Stone Forest by
अरे आप तो
casting down
शादी
his
में हो
stone
ना पर
streets,
नेवर
then
माइंड.
it should come as no great surprise that the Raiden Shogun is capable of summoning an eternal tempest. Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will need some time. You will be notified once all the preparations have been made. In the meantime, I intend to embark on a journey of my own. I will travel all across the vast lands of Liyue in the hope of finding a way to reawaken the vision.
एम की जितनी तैयारी हो मारने वाला तो मैं मरने वाला तो मैं ही हूँ.
May both our journeys
अबे यार
be
यहाँ से ही
meaningful.
डिमोटिवेट हो गए क्या
One final word
रे.
of warning.
शादी खत्म फॉर अ वाइल हैव चिल. ओके तो आ जाओ रात को.
May well prove to be the most
आज रात को
dangerous.
हो जाए वेलो ग्राइंड. चलो भाई क्वेस्ट कंप्लीटेड. क्या है न्यू क्वेस्ट? कैथरीन फॉर इंफॉर्मेशन ऑन गोइंग टू ल्यूवे. अबे यार मेरे को फिर से अब वहाँ पे जाना पड़ेगा. तो फिर यहाँ का क्या अभी मेरे को फिर यहाँ पे वापस आना होगा. तो क्या यहाँ पे मतलब वो तो है मेरे पास. ये तो है यहाँ से आ तो सकता हूँ मैं. यहाँ पे डायरेक्ट भी जा सकता हूँ. ओह माय गॉड नाइस. चलो अच्छा काम हो गया. अचीवमेंट नहीं आई क्या? प्रीमो दो मेरे को. प्रीमो दो जल्दी जल्दी जल्दी. यहाँ जल्दी जल्दी. कमन कमन कमन. यप यप यप. कितने हो गए अभी? इतने हो गए. चलो नाइस. मेरे को एम्बर का चाहिए था यार. एम्बर नहीं है मेरे पास. थर्टी क्या 30 20 हो गई क्या मेरे पास? ऐसा बोल रहे हो? और 10 है ना मतलब 40 हो गई ना.
What can I do for you, traveler? Ah, yes. I've heard that you've already made arrangements with the captain of the
Yep.
Fox fleet regarding your passage.
Yeah,
to
let's
Inazuma.
go. कौन सा बैनर
Is
आने
that
वाला है?
right? Now
नशा
that I
करे
think
छे.
about it, it's
क्यों
been
नशा?
quite some time since I
कौन
last
से नशे?
visited those lands. Unfortunately, I don't have any current intel that would be worth sharing with you.
There you are.
अरे भाई एक आंख वाला बंदा आ गया.
We'll be taken to Inazuma, right?
निक फ्यूरी रियल आईडी से. ईतो चाहिए क्या? मेरे को जियो वाले इतने पसंद नहीं है यार. क्या ही कर सकते हैं भाई.
Oh, is that right? Well, it's an honor to meet you. The fleet has nearly completed reprovisioning. Once the crews have taken a head count, we can get underway. Captain Beto said we'd come
What?
get you. We'll
सही
weigh
में.
anchor as soon as you're aboard.
Seems Beto is the captain of her word.
वैसे शील्ड
Of
होता तो
course.
अच्छा
There
होता
are
तो
many
है.
things that the captain insists upon. I'm sure you'll see for yourself once you're on board.
देखते. पर मेरे को मिलेगा नहीं ना 5 स्टार. लक चाहिए उसके लिए.
I suppose congratulations are in order.
और लक क्या होता है वो तो मेरी जिंदगी में है ही नहीं.
To the heights of the heavens or the depths of the abyss.
आओ
Each
तू
step you
आज़ादा
take
फाइट
is
कर.
another achievement. Until we meet
आज
again.
मैंने देखा आज़ादा
Ad
फाइट.
Astra Abyssosque.
एक बंदा एम्बर से आज़ादा फाइट कर रहा था. नो जीरो डैमेज टेकन. क्या ही ग्राइंड किया होगा उसने. लक क्या होता है भाई? वही तो लक क्या होता है वो है ही नहीं हमारे पास.
Oh, it's kind of hard to say goodbye now.
ओ माय गॉड हम वापस ही नहीं आने वाले. ऐसे बात कर रहे हैं ये लोग.
Well, if that's how you feel, why not come and find me when you arrive? I'll be awaiting you on Narukami Island.
So there's another Catherine in Inazuma?
Obviously bro.
There's no need to get all sappy now.
Well, I guess it's
हमारा
time for me to
ट्रैवलर का
say
एक्सप्रेशन
welcome
देखा
to you
क्या?
at the harbor. Now that
ओपी
I've
था
delivered
भाई.
my message, I'll be heading back. The ship is currently anchored off of Guyun Stone Forest.
Okay, thanks for coming all this way to let us know.
Let's go guys. Journey
Following
is
orders.
begun
I'll
to
see you
Inazuma.
aboard the Alcor.
द इमूवेबल गॉड एंड द इटर्नल, क्या था भाई, पढ़ने में नहीं दिया। बक
I'll protect us.
टॉक टू श्यूलिंग, बोर्ड टू एल्कोर एंड फाइंड बेडू। Hey बेडू, व्हाट्स अप? ए बच्चे, तू क्या कर रहा है यहाँ पे? क्या हाल है ब्रो?
You finally made it.
Welcome
All
to
these years
Japan.
of Rain or storm, the Crux fleet has never suffered a delay. If it were anyone else, I might have set sail already.
Apologies, Captain.
Don't look too serious. I'm only joking. You're just on time. The crew have just
बेडो
finished
बिल्ड
final
किया जाएगा।
operations. Well, now that
यार
everyone's here,
इलेक्ट्रो रखूं क्या टीम में? मेरे को टीम बनाना अभी तक मेरे को दिमाग में मतलब
the nation
बीटी
of
हो रहा है कि
eternity.
क्या टीम रखा जाए।
Anchors away!
आज तो टीम बनाते हैं कोई अच्छी सी मस्त। और यहाँ पे कट सीन, लेट्स गो। ओ माय गॉड, अरे अरे काजू क्या कर रहा है यहाँ पे? हमारे इंडिया का रीजन नहीं आने वाला क्या इसमें? चाहिए यार, रीजन तो छोड़ो, सर्वर दे दे तो भी बहुत है भाई। पिंग देख रहे हो 200 आती है भाई, लोगों को 20 पिंग आती है, हमारी 200 आती है इंडिया में। अयाका प्लस सिंचू प्लस मोना प्लस डायोना फ्रीज टीम। आपने जो कैरेक्टर बोले वो मेरे पास होने भी तो चाहिए ना। दैट इज द मेन रीजन। ऐसा नहीं बोल रहा हूँ मैं, अभी मेरे पास जितने कैरेक्टर है उतने में से टीम, क्योंकि बीटी बहुत हो रही है। जो वैसे अभी बीटी कम हो जानी तो चाहिए जब मैं इनाजुमा पहुंचूं, आया का बिल्ड हो जाए, थोड़ी एसेंट हो जाए 60 लेवल तक, तभी ठीक हो जाएगा। पर अभी तो फुल बीटी होगी। 40 लेवल के 2 कैरेक्टर है मेरे पास। अरे बंदे, इसको मैंने देखेला है। अरे अरे अरे, खुश हो गया ये बंदा तो।
Oh, hi there.
थॉमा,
So,
हाँ
you
ना,
finally
yep.
made it. You sure kept
थॉमा
me
है,
waiting,
हाँ हाँ।
Captain.
ओए ओके, ऑटो नहीं था क्या?
And it appears we have a couple of stowaways. Or perhaps I should say, honored guests.
Shush!
you can blame your almighty shogun. The Tempest
Ay,
surrounding
Gyo,
Azuma
ayato
have
no
been
par-
growing all the more
pantar.
fierce lately. Though the fleet was fully up to the
Pantar?
challenge, the inclement weather still caused some delay. Now then, let me introduce
ये भी
everyone.
कामी सातो है
This
क्या?
is Toma, a trade partner that I've gotten to know recently.
ये तीनों कामी सातो है ना? आया तो आया का और
You
ये
don't know
थॉमा?
how long I've been waiting to see you.
Toma, these two are...
આને બચાવવાનું છે.
Oh, no
Nah.
need for introductions.
Ayaka's
Their
housekeeper.
reputation
Oh my
precedes
god,
them.
okay. Never mind.
Seems even the stormy seas can't keep rumors of these outlanders' sterling deeds.
वो
at
मार
bay.
पड़से. यार डराओ मत यार.
Oh, it's sure nice to hear you say that.
With any luck, it'll give you a head start here. Toma's resided on Rito for quite some time now. It wouldn't be going too far to say he's the fixer around these parts. If you run into any problems here, just talk to Toma. But if he tries to pull any moves on you, I'll be sure to deal with him personally the next time I'm around.
No need to worry. I'm sure we'll get along just fine.
Good. Then if it's all settled, I'll be going. I wouldn't want to be caught with my sails down here. I do have a wanted
थार
contract
के
on the side.
फालतू स्पॉइलर आले छे. वो बार हजू.
Until next time, traveler. Remember to give it your all, no matter what perilous storms you
स्पॉइलर मत दो भाई.
Fair seas, Captain Beto. Bye-bye!
Now then,
First things first. We need to go get you registered at the border checkpoint.
मैं कहीं बोलियो नहीं नूब.
Paimon thought we were supposed to be keeping things on the down low. Are we
टाइम आउट
just
दे
gonna
दिया जाए
walk
जो
into
स्पॉइलर
the
दे उनको.
government's hands?
तू हिंट आपे छे.
Don't underestimate the reaches of the Sakoku decree. You wouldn't be able to avoid inspection even if you tried. So we have to play by the rules, even if we're kind of bending them.
चीज फिर मैंने कुछ जाना कहाँ पे है. क्वेस्ट दे दिया यहाँ पे एक. ठीक है, रजिस्टर करना है. ओके. और यहाँ पे कुछ दिया क्या मेरे को? हाँ चलो, एक वे पॉइंट तो दिया है. कितना बड़ा है यार? बहुत बड़ा है क्या इनाजुमा? तो खोलने पे पता चलेगा. मैं ऑफ स्ट्रीम खोल दूंगा यार, ये ऑन स्ट्रीम नहीं खोलने वाला मैं. खाने बनाने, साफ सफाई से लेकर नेगोशिएशन, फाइट विद गॉड, सब में माहिर है थोमा. परफेक्ट वाइफ. ये भी सही है. If he is female, हाँ वो तो समझ गया.
Please state your name, identity, and the purpose of your visit.
और यहाँ पे ब्लैकी को भी पड़ा टाइम आउट. वेलकम टू टाइम आउट गैंग ब्लैकी.
New here. Excuse me? Please provide the information requested and also declare any goods you are carrying with you.
अरे यार मैं थोड़ा ठीक कर दूंगा. चलो थोड़े से इमोजीज बढ़ा दूंगा. बहुत टाइम आउट खाते हैं यार लोग. बेचारे. We are here to trade wine and ore.
Currently, only members of the International Trade
मेरे को क्यों बे? मैंने क्या
Association
स्पैम
are
किया?
authorized to engage in the import and export of
इमोजीज
goods.
दिया ना.
Do you have your trader's permits?
ज्यादा इमोजीज कर दिए होंगे. मैंने कितने रखे हैं? शायद 5 रखे मैंने, इसलिए.
My apologies.
नाइस
but
वन एम
I'll have
लक्यू
to
में.
ask you to-
इमोजीज 5 से ज्यादा स्पैम किए होंगे
For your
आपने,
kind perusal.
या 3 या 4 से ज्यादा. मेरे को याद नहीं मैंने कितने रखे हैं.
What? Ugh. Take your time.
मैं भी खाया
Don't
क्या
rush
कल?
to anything.
यप, मीकू भी खाया था कल.
I just wanted
हमारा
to see
नाइट
what
बोट
you'd
बहुत
say.
ज्यादा ही वफादार है भाई. 4 अच्छे जो डिलीट हो गया मैसेज. हाँ तो मैंने 3 रखे होंगे शायद. देखता हूँ रुको.
Let's see. Okay. Your papers are all in order. Welcome to retail.
So, where do we go next?
The Outlander Affairs Agency.
स्पैम प्रोटेक्शन कहाँ पे है?
They only check entry permits here. If you want to remain on Rito, there's a
मैंने
process you have
8
to go
रखे.
through with them.
8 रखे मैंने.
Sheesh. So it is
फिर क्यों दिया भाई टाइम आउट?
just like everyone says.
Well, let's not forget that to everyday folk in Inazuma, people from everywhere else are referred to as
मैंने 8 रखे भाई, फिर भी
As
दिया
the
आप लोगों को
word
टाइम आउट.
suggests, Outlanders aren't very welcome in
10 किए अभी.
Inazuma with the Sakoku decree in force. Not even on Rito, where they've established an outsider settlement.
ये रीतो कौन है भाई?
I like how you think. I've got a feeling we're going to get along very well. Now, let's head over to the Outlander
BTS
Affairs
देख के दे
Agency.
दिया. Zenitsu 2 Blackie 1.
Most of the current rules were put in place by the administration of Rito, the Kanjo Commission.
ए,
Kanjo Commission?
ऐसे क्यों देख रहा है बे? गुर गुर के.
Yes, one branch
अरे?
of the Tri-Commission of Inazuma,
चला गया यार ये तो.
responsible for growing and managing the nation's wealth.
रीतो पोर्ट पर तू बोच है.
You
ओके.
really haven't heard of it before?
जगह का नाम दिख नहीं रहा ना यार, इसलिए. रीतो इज अ प्लेस. हाँ वो समझ गया. यहाँ पे यार जगह का नाम दिखा नहीं है, क्या कर सकते हैं हम? ओए ये भी खोल लेते. जाते हैं भाई, प्रीमो जेम्स लेके जाते हैं. 5 ठीक है. यहाँ पर मस्त ट्रैवलर लड़कियां घूमता है. यूरिका. ए यूरिका तो कोई जिम लीडर का नाम रहता है ना पोकेमॉन में?
You've completed the entry procedures, yes? And now you want to apply for residency, both of you?
Yes, please.
Okay, the processing fee will be 2 million more.
इसने भी पी हुई है क्या? ऐसे क्यों बोल रही है ये?
For a processing fee? Are you serious?
2 million.
That's right. 1 million per applicant, which makes 2 million total. Don't worry. You can trust my math.
Paimon wasn't so much questioning your math as...
Ma'am, these two here are good friends of mine. I think you'll find I'm one face you recognize.
Ah, Mr. Toma, it's you. By way of courtesy, allow me to reduce it to 400,000 more a total.
ठीक है भाई.
Thank you ever so much, Miss Eureka. But as this is just a processing fee,
क्या ही कम किया है यार इसने?
cover it if I'm paying on their behalf. I'll treat you to dinner too. How does that sound?
That's not how you haggle! By all means, bargain the price down!
एक ये बंदे को देखो और उस जोंगली को देखो. इसने 2 मिलियन बचा होगा. जोंगली भी लाइक ओके रख लो.
Obliged.
तोमा यूरिका का पक्का कुछ चल रहा है पक्का. यार मेरे को भी लग रहा है भाई. भाई ये क्या नेगोशिएशन था? I think it's more about than Mora.
It's not as mind-boggling as you think. The processing fee is just a figure of speech. The way some here at the agency see it, the fees are easy money, so it becomes a question of how much they can make. So when the day comes that some poor merchant from overseas with more money than sense gets stuck here and needs to apply for residency,
और क्या चल रहा है? मेरी स्ट्रीम चल रही है. जाके लाइक सब्सक्राइब करो यार. शेयर वेयर करो अपने दोस्तों के साथ. ठीक है?
Yes, but when you're an outlander in Inazuma, far from home in this close nation, there's very little that can be done about it. The most that overseas merchants can do to look after themselves is stick together. That's how the International Trade Association came about.
So it's a trade association built by and for outlanders?
Yep. And as well as advancing commercial interests.
आप लोगों ने सब्सक्राइब का एनिमेशन देखा है क्या? जाओ दबाओ जाके सब्सक्राइब का एनिमेशन दबाओ जल्दी से. मतलब सब्सक्राइब का बटन दबाओ आपको एनिमेशन दिखेगा मस्त. दोस्तों ने आ गेम ज फालतू लागे छे. कौन से दोस्तों को? So how would an outlander even get to meet?
Sounds like just staying alive is an achievement when you're an outlander in Inazuma.
I see. So this is the real purpose of your trip. Yes, given that you are outlanders, it's certainly a lofty aspiration.
पांचों unsubscribe करीने subscribe करवानू एम. नहीं ऐसा मत करना. नहीं आएगा शायद. unsubscribe करके subscribe करोगे तो नहीं आएगा. First time subscribe करेंगे तो ही आएगा.
Huh. I was going to say nothing is set in stone when it comes to who you will encounter in this world. Who's to say you won't happen to run into the Raiden Shogun one day after lunch?
And is that likely?
Okay, I'll give it to you straight. I know of a way to introduce you to the Raiden Shogun.
करो भाई. कौन से 5 लोग देख रहे हैं? ये जेनित्सु ने किया था एक बार. उसमें आया था.
I mean, it will take all the resources I have at my disposal, but it can be done.
जाओ 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 दूसरी आईडी लेके आओ. दूसरी आईडी से करो जल्दी से.
No, no. In this instance, when I say price, I'm not talking about Mora. In fact, there's no real cost as such. It's just that if this is something you really want, you'll have to agree to help other people solve some of their problems first. I like to do things in a way that keeps everybody happy. It's my own personal rule for dealing with situations like this.
यार इसकी बातें भी नहीं सुनी पता मैंने.
You're the man in the middle, so you have to trade favors to keep everyone indebted to you.
Why do I get the feeling you're making me out to be some sort of crook? Never mind. Here's the situation.
ट्रैवलर अपनी भाई को ढूंढते आती है पर इससे क्या क्या करता है इनाजुमा वाले. अरे सिर्फ इनाजुमा वाले नहीं सभी सिटी वाले भाई. कोई मतलब ऐसी बात नहीं करो तुम अपने भाई को ढूंढने आई हो तो हम लोग तुम्हें उसे ढूंढने में मदद करेंगे. नहीं पहले तुम हमारे काम करो और फिर भूल जाओ. चलो बाय बाय. ऐसा Go to the International Trade Association under the member situation. कर यू बे सब्सक्राइब. नहीं आया क्या नोटिफिकेशन? क्या बात कर रहे हो? थोड़ी देर बाद आएगा शायद. ये है क्या? हाँ यही है.
Oh? Hello there. You must be seeking refuge with the International Trade
Let me
Association.
see. वो है
The
क्या?
Outlander Affairs Agency took you
अलर्ट
for all
बॉक्स
you were,
ऑन है
I
यार.
suppose.
तो क्यों नहीं आया बे?
Ah, good. That's a
इना
relief.
जुमा का लेवल अलग ही है. अच्छा ऐसी बात है क्या?
You need to be
देखेंगे.
careful, or you'll find yourself losing your savings all at once.
We heard the association has been having some difficulties lately. Is that true?
Yes, left, right, and center. Obstacles at every turn. But that's nothing new for us.
The Sakoku decree certainly makes things difficult for anyone.
दिखेगा क्या? मैं दिखाऊँ आपको?
Overseas.
But it's
ये
not
देख
the
लो.
root cause of our woes. The Sakoku decree might restrict our scope of activity, but in and of
दिखा
itself,
क्या?
it doesn't stop us from being able to enjoy a comfortable existence. No, what's really squeezing us Outlander merchants dry is those Mora grubbers from the Kanjo Commission.
Oh.
मस्त है ना?
That's the one that oversees
मैंने बनाया है.
everything on Rito, isn't it?
That's right. They impose astronomical tax rate, unbelievable regulations, and that's not the worst of it.
मस्त है ना भाई?
They just issued a new tax decree recently that, for some reason, completely changes the way we pay our taxes. It used to be Mora, but now it's something called Crystal Marrow.
Crystal marrow. What's that?
Something that most of us in the association had never heard of before either, until the new decree came along. Eventually, one of
Once
the
more.
older merchants recalled
अबे
that he once shipped a
once more
basilisk
करना है
to
क्या?
Naya in his youth.
ये लास्ट टाइम ठीक है. फिर आप लोग रियल करो यार सब्सक्राइब. मैं ऐसे ही दिखाता रहूंगा तो थोड़ी चलेगा. मेरे को थोड़ी फायदा होगा कोई.
But then we found we'd only managed to create
ये
a
लो.
bigger problem for ourselves. The rising demand for crystal marrow drove the price higher and higher. Now there's only one vendor who even has it in stock. We can't get a hold of it anywhere else.
Isn't that what they call a monopoly?
Exactly. So this vendor keeps
My
pushing the
son,
price
yup.
up, and we have no choice but to buy from them because the tax decree forces us to.
My son, my waifu. और मेरे को लग रहा है शिकीमोरी उसकी जगह लेने वाली है. 5 एपिसोड में ऐसा लग रहा है.
Taxes will soon
Let's see.
exceed our profits. And once that happens, we've tried communicating
Banigal
with the
senpai
commission directly.
चिल्ला क्यों रहा
This is
था?
a nation where the cries of a few
Nah.
struggling merchants will never be heard over the ever-present roar of thunder. Fontaine, my dear homeland. I miss you an awful lot at the moment.
अबे ये इसकी क्या दर्द भरी कहानी सुना रहा है? मैं सुन नहीं रहा हूँ. कागुया शिनोमिया स्टिल बेस्ट. ये किस एनिमे का कैरेक्टर है? वो नहीं पता मेरे को.
But Carice is the head of the association, and even he hasn't had any luck. Not to mention, we're Outlanders too.
Right. And besides, I think this may well be the fate they've ordained for us.
Okay. Well, we could try tackling the problem by going to the other party involved.
That vendor.
डोंट टेल मी वो बनिगल सेनपाई का ही है क्योंकि मैंने सिर्फ क्लिप्स देखी है उसका एनीमे नहीं देखा. ठीक है, डोंट जज मी.
idea where he sources this stuff.
एनीमे देखना बाकी मेरा अभी भी. देखना वाला था पर थोड़े नए एनीमे देख लिए मैंने. अभी देखूंगा. मरीन है अभी टॉप पे. अकेले ही बेस्ट वाइफू एनीमे का वर्ड दिला दिया इसने. अरे हाँ मरीन भाई मैंने देखा हुआ एनीमे. अच्छा था.
Our usual meeting point with him is under a tree by the
नहीं
coast.
कागुया सामा लव इज वॉर का. अच्छा हाँ वो हाँ अच्छा. या भूल गया. तो कागुया था ना. तूने कागुया. अच्छा कागुया ही लिखा है. नेवर माइंड. मैंने कुछ उल्टा पढ़ा क्या? वो एनीमे मैंने देखा नहीं है पर उसके भी वो सब देखे हुए हैं मैंने. सिर्फ क्या बोलते हैं आइकॉन्स देखे हुए हैं. कागुया फ्रॉम लव इज वॉर. हाँ समझ गया. मैंने उसके आइकॉन्स देखे हुए हैं पर एनीमे नहीं देखा हुआ है. वो सीजन कितने 4 चल रही है क्या उसकी भी? आई गेस. फाइंड द मर्चेंट सेलिंग क्रिस्टल मैरो. ए तू सेल कर रहा है क्या?
I don't think I recognize you. Are you new arrivals? So, what do you need with me?
ए इतना अकड़ के क्यों बोल रहा है ये?
The sheer nerve. You don't go around asking questions like that. If I gave you my sources, I might as well hand you the whole
Kitagawa-san. Kitagawa-san भी ठीक था, अच्छा था.
Trade secret. Got it? You know what trade and secret mean, right?
This guy's got a bad attitude.
Ha! Are you even buying? Oh, I see what's going on here. Karisu and his associates sent you here to try and plead their case, didn't they?
पल्लवी दौर में तो सबसे मस्त फूजीवारा है.
Non-negotiable.
Negotiation level. अच्छा.
Hey, what's your problem?
Get out of here. Go on. Tell them they're lucky to be buying from me in the first place, and they ought to be more grateful. If it weren't for me, they'd be in seriously hot water.
What are we gonna do? There's no talking to this guy. Good idea. Let's check back in with him.
हायासाका. हाँ तुम दोनों चलाते रहो अपनी बात, फिर बाद में बता देना मेरे को. Hey Thoma, where are you boy? क्या कर रही है? Owner of sailing breeze, breeze की सेल कर रही है. Hey Thoma bro, I need your help.
That was quick. You resolved it already?
नहीं.
Actually, we're having a little trouble.
No? Well, by all means, tell me what you need. I'll help as much as I can. Getting you to go fixing things when you've only just arrived is quite a demand. Oh, that guy? I'm familiar. He used to be a bit of a sorry sight, selling shells that he'd collect on the beach just to get by. But he seems to have suddenly shot up in the world recently. I can only assume he must have found himself a patron after leaving the International Trade Association.
Huh. You're saying he used to be a member of the International Trade Association? So he's an Outlander too?
Yes. Couldn't you tell when you spoke to him? That's right. Werner was born in Mondstadt, then went into the shipping business, trading between Leah and Inazuma. When Inazuma closed to the outside world, he was one of a group of Outlanders that ended up stranded on Rito.
What a bummer.
The International Trade Association was initially very generous to him, but over time, with decree after decree, the association members found it increasingly difficult to make ends meet.
So he left the association and turned his back on them.
I'm sure it's more nuanced than that. I believe even the most ungrateful and cold-hearted of people still have some amount of gratitude and warmth left in them somewhere.
Really? Is that all you need to know?
Well then, it sounds like you may have found a way in with him.
चलो भाई अभी कैसे बात करती है वो देखते हैं. अरे ये अटक क्यों जाती है बार बार? अरे भाई.
What are you doing back here? Just because I got plenty of time on my hands doesn't mean I want to waste any of it talking to you.
Time on your hands, some would call the form of freedom. It was the vein that led me back here to you.
Huh?
Yes.
Where is this coming from?
A dandelion wild would sure be nice day like.
Mondstadt? You were talking about Mondstadt.
अभी क्या ये मतलब मॉन्स्टर की कुछ चीज देनी है मेरे को इसे, ठीक है? क्या ही दूँ इसको? ये ले भाई, ये सबसे ज्यादा ये ले.
Goodness, I can sense it now. So familiar, but
पिघल गया बंदा अभी.
the last time I was there. The scent of Mondstadt. Oh, how it takes me back.
May the anemo archon protects you.
Oh, my hometown.
My hometown.
How I long to go back and visit.
It's working!
So, trying to play my heartstrings like a liar, are you? I know what you're up to. Huh? What is this? What are you up to now?
Just close your eyes already!
Listen closely. Doesn't it sound familiar?
You mean The sound of the ocean?
Keep a nest of shui, grilled tiger fish, and get wild so hot.
Leah Harbor. I can see it so clearly. Oh, and the sound of the waves. The calls of the merchants. Xiao lanterns. I'm right there at the lantern right. Oh, look at them floating up into the sky.
This guy has a really active imagination. Either that or he really does miss Liyue Harbor.
Liyue.
अभी लियुए का भी कुछ देना पड़ेगा मेरे को. क्या ही दूं यार. कुछ नहीं देना मेरे को इसको. ये दे देता है चलो. ये ले भाई. मजे कर.
Wait. Stop. That's enough. Don't make me relive it anymore. My poor heart can't take it.
A lot of people out there sympathize with the position you are in.
You mean the folks from the International Trade Association? And I suppose they are far from home. Just like
Far
me.
from home.
Often, I'll sneak down to the shore at night and listen to the sound of the waves. I like to imagine it's the voice of my hometown, carried across the ocean. I've run into folks from the association more than a few times doing just that, but I always hide my face and slip away. Don't you think I've wanted to talk things through with them and free myself from this anguish?
Well, no one's stopping you, so...
They're so resilient. None of them had anyone else to rely on, so they rallied together, committed to finding a way to survive. But I couldn't do it. I'm not strong enough. So I caved. Those people, they'd make the smallest of promises, offer the most measly benefits, and I'd do whatever they asked of me. And make Mondstadters look like the worst people in the world.
Who are those people?
All right. I'll tell you the whole story.
ठीक है
It's
ठीक है.
eating me up inside, and I can't take it anymore.
बता मेरे को बता तू.
But I betrayed them. I can't show my face there.
Come on, you scaredy cat. Look, you messed up, but now it's time to make things right. So come
ये
on,
भी सही है.
get it off your chest. What's the deal here?
It's a scheme by the tax collection Ashigaru. Keijiro and his companions. They start by overtaxing the merchants, then take the extra crystal marrow they receive and stockpile it. Once the merchants run out of places to buy crystal marrow, they get me to sell that extra stock back to the merchants at an extortionate price, with the proceeds going to the tax collection Ashigaru.
It's plain evil gouging them like this.
I'm their puppet, yes. But my cut is a tiny fraction of what we take in total. It's barely enough for me to live on. Evidence.
या एविडेंस चाहिए
You're
हमें.
right. Without concluding
यानफे से
evidence,
सीख
he
के आया हूँ
never
मैं
admitted.
एविडेंस कैसे कलेक्ट करने.
Now that I think about it, whenever I report back to him after a sale, he always heads to the same place. It's always made me suspicious. As it happens, I handed some Mora over to him not long ago. I can show you where he went if you want.
Really? Well, then there's no time to lose. Let's go.
यहाँ पे टावर कहाँ पे है? अरे यहाँ पे ही है ना. टावर खोलते पे पहले. थोड़ा मैप पे खुले भाई. कब से मैं यहाँ पे मेरे को लगा थोड़ी ना छोटी सी होगी, पर ये तो छोटी सी नहीं, बहुत ही बड़ी सी निकली. मतलब करे ही जा रहे. दूर है क्या यार? मेरे को लगा नजदीक है ये तो. या सनसेट क्या ही सीन है ब्रा. यो टावर अप 7। ओह माय गॉड, क्या मस्त है यार ये तो। ये क्या है ऊपर का, यहाँ पे क्या है? ओह माय गॉड, इतना बड़ा सी है क्या यहाँ पे? ओके अच्छा, इलेक्ट्रो, अभी हमें इलेक्ट्रो ये भी कलेक्ट करने पड़ेगी क्या? इलेक्ट्रो जो भी बोलते ही से। ट्रैवलर से करूंगा तो क्या होगा? ट्रैवलर से कुछ होता है क्या अभी?
This world is full.
रेजोनेट विद इलेक्ट्रो, क्या बात कर रहे हो? इसके पावर क्या है? ओह माय गॉड, अभी मेरे को तो ट्रैवलर को फिर से रखने की इच्छा हो रही है यार। बाय बाय सायू। इसका क्यूब भी देखना पड़ेगा मेरे को बाद में। चलो भाई अभी चलते हैं वहां पे।
And away I go!
Keijiro, it's him!
After him!
Should I close early? It's not like I can get customers.
I need to think about it.
Sneaky peeky.
Ah, Ryoko, how's business?
All the better thanks to your generous patronage.
Good. Thankfully, I earn plenty these days.
Oh, but of course, tax collection is difficult work.
स्पाई वाला काम दे दिया हमें तो।
Now, who else is behind on payments? Let me think. Yes, the trade association clique still needs to be brought into line.
अकेले अकेले बात कर रहा है ये बंदा तो। ए भाग गया। ए रुक जा। ओए ऐसे मत भाग, पगले।
What was that sound?
Quiet! Don't let him find us!
Must be hearing things. Drat, I'm behind schedule. I need to hurry.
He's getting further and further away! Let's catch up a little. Huh? Where'd he go? He was right there a moment ago. Seems he disappeared in a blink of an eye. If only we'd made less noise.
क्या बात कर रहे हो? उसने मेरे को देख लिया?
It's him!
After him!
It's not like I'll get any customers. Love your freedom. Which one should I choose?
Sorry. I need to think about it.
Ah, Ryoko, how's business?
All the better thanks to your generous patronage.
Good. Thankfully, I earn plenty these days.
Oh, but of course, tax collection is difficult work.
Now, who else is behind on payments? Let me think. Yes, the Trade Association clique still needs to be brought into line.
He's getting further and further away!
What was that sound?
मैंने क्या साउंड दिया है?
No! He was right there a moment ago. Seems he disappeared in a blink of an eye.
क्या बात कर रहे हो? मैंने कहाँ पे साउंड दिया?
Noise.
Which one should I choose? Should I close early?
Keijiro, it's him.
After him!
मैं तो बैठा हूँ एक जगह पे शांति से भाई। यहाँ पे उसके पीछे पिछवाड़े में घुस के चलना पड़ेगा क्या अभी मेरे को अभी? क्या बात कर रहे हो यार?
Ah, Ryoko, how's business?
All the better thanks to your generous patronage.
Good. Thankfully, I earn plenty these days.
Oh, but of course, tax collection is difficult work.
Now, who else is behind on payments? Let me think. Yes, the Trade Association clique still needs to be brought into line. What was that sound?
Quiet! Don't let him find us!
Must be hearing things. Drat, I'm behind schedule. I need to hurry.
यहाँ पे तो आके खड़ा रह रहा है भाई।
What could he be doing at a place like this?
It looks like he... Whoa! It's a ledger. Boring! Paimon thought he'd hidden a big pile of Mora here.
Yeah, yeah, the real reason Paimon came along. Expression देखो इसका.
Let me take a look here. Ah, yes! This is what we're looking for. A clear and complete record of every single transaction, each one proof of his guilt.
Great! Well, now we have our hard evidence. Let's go tell Karisu the good news, shall we?
I'll say goodbye to you here then.
क्यों भाई?
Huh? You aren't gonna come with us?
I need a little more time before I'm ready to face the head of the association. I'm sorry.
Huh. Poor Werner's a pretty awkward guy, huh?
But we really don't have anything left. If this keeps up, our sales will come in at a loss. There'll be nothing left for us to do but starve.
You know the decree. The rules are the rules. No discounts, no exceptions, and no excuses.
You're the one making a mockery of the rule here.
And who are you? Another new member of the association?
It just so happens that we found your little ledger.
Expression.
So now we're here to
Same
tell
expression
everyone
रहते हैं.
all about how you embezzled crystal marrow to sell it right back to the taxpayers.
Huh? Is this true?
You've been swindling us!
Well,
You see, the taxes,
फटी पड़ी अभी इसकी.
Let me take a look at the ledger. Well, would you look at that? Every payment the association has made is right here in your personal ledger. So, Mr. Keijiro, it seems you have some explaining to do. How shall we settle this, hmm?
So you think you can use this against me, do you? It's quite obvious that I'm merely trying to earn a modest living for myself, like anyone else.
Word has it that Samurai and the Commission place great importance on reputation and prestige. Though I'm sure Commission members won't blame you once word gets out.
Huh? Is that a threat? Are you threatening me?
No, not at all. I'm simply stating that it would be quite a pity if an illustrious gentleman such as yourself were to have their reputation tarnished.
Well, even if what you say is true, what do you suggest we do about it?
I believe you still have a quantity of crystal marrow in your possession, correct? Perhaps that crystal marrow could be used as compensation for the recent tax hike, and us merchants could finally have some more breathing room.
Is that it?
Do you have any idea the hoops I had to jump through to get the crystal marrow and keep it hidden? Fine. In that case, I'll send it over to you today.
And not even an ounce of shame for his actions.
So that's it? My shop's been closed for weeks now. I've even had to ask my friends to help bail me out. What about my losses?
Come on, Harrison. We've already stuck a good deal here.
I'm sick of being pushed around like this. I won't let him off so easily.
Harrison!
Hey, what's all this racket? Does someone dare question the decree?
Ah, Chief, you've arrived.
What was all the commotion I heard just now?
Oh, we were just discussing a minor tax issue. I do my utmost to lend them a helping hand, but they're never grateful.
A helping hand? The only thing you're doing is stuffing your greedy pockets with our hard-earned wealth. Shinsuke will hear of this.
Oh, and you dare to utter the Commissioner's name. You Outlanders have no respect for the rules. Seize the merchants. We will resolve this dispute back at headquarters.
Uh-oh. This is going in a bad direction.
Gentlemen.
आ गया
Is
भाई.
there any need for this?
सबका
If there's a
सेवियर
dispute to
थॉमा.
resolve, let's get a drink and talk it over.
Who are you supposed to be? And why in my right mind would I join you for a drink?
You never heard of the Fixer?
Contact, Paimon, contact.
Here's my card.
Huh. You're from the Yashiro Commission. Huh. Well, this is Kanjo Commission territory. However powerful
अरे
the
कितने
Yashiro
कमीशन चल
Commission
रहे हैं
may
यहाँ
be,
पे?
You have no business meddling in Rito's affairs.
Of course not. Still, perhaps you could show the young
अरे
lady of our clan some courtesy. You wouldn't want your name showing up in a petition to the Shogun, would you?
That fan, the Shirasagi Himegimi.
अरे
I don't need any trouble with her. Okay, let's forget all this. It'll give us one less thing to worry about.
But Chief!
Enough. We're leaving.
वो बोल रहा है मैंने कहा ना एक बार हम चल रहे तो चलो यहाँ से निकलो.
No response, huh? I suppose that bridge is well and truly burned then.
Thank you so much, Toma. But I'm sorry your relationship with the Kanjo Commission had to suffer for our sake.
Hey, I was joking. It's a small price to pay, and you're more than welcome. If there's anyone you should be thanking, it's the Traveler. She's the one who found a way to turn things around. If nothing else, I'm sure the tax collection Ashigaru will tread a little more carefully in the future. Shh, not here. Too many people listening. Let's move somewhere else.
खूब में चल के बात करते हैं यहाँ से निकलो पहले. ओके गाइस, तो दैट इज इट फॉर टुडे स्ट्रीम. चलो भाई, इसके आगे से नेक्स्ट स्ट्रीम में करेंगे. मेरे को आज के रेजिन पतवाने हैं, दोनों में से कोई आ जाना मेरे को, ठीक है, रेजिन खत्म कराने के लिए. चलो भाई, बाद में मिलते हैं. होप आई होप दैट यू गाइस लाइक स्ट्रीम. आप लोगों को मजा होगा. यू हैव फन. बाय बाय, मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट स्ट्रीम में. हेलो, अरे भाई हेलो कर रहा है ये, वो भी तो ऊंची। हेलो ब्रो, मैं जा रहा हूँ पर अभी आप थोड़े लेट हो गए हो आने के लिए। वेलकम टू द स्ट्रीम। तो ओके गाइस, होपफुली आप लोगों को मज़ा होगा स्ट्रीम में। मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट स्ट्रीम में जो कि होने वाली है कल, आई गेस। कल कर लेंगे यार इसकी स्ट्रीम, आगे बात करेंगे क्या करना है हमें। पहले तो ये स्टोरी क्वेस्ट ख़त्म करनी है, वेंटी की है ये तो मैं कर लूँगा बाद में। आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट कर लेंगे और यहाँ के टावर वावर सब खोलने पड़ेंगे मेरे को यार। ठीक है चलो मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट स्ट्रीम में। हंसते रहिए, मुस्कुराते रहिए, देखते रहिए हमारी पोकेमॉन। पोकेमॉन ही याद मेरे मुंह में आता है। जेंशिन इम्पैक्ट की स्ट्रीम। मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट स्ट्रीम में, ठीक है। बाय बाय, टेक केयर, हैव अ ग्रेट टाइम।